Good morning, everyone. Ignore my crazy hair. It is, I did not even realize how crazy it looked, but I don't care. I'll fix it in a minute. No biggie. Happy Monday. I hope y'all all had a wonderful weekend. If you had spring break, I hope it was a good spring break. Let me see here. Okay. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend, like I said. But it's Monday. A whole new week is beginning. So we just got to deal with it, right? And the best way to deal with it is just have a positive attitude. Have a positive attitude. Let's not let a new week or Monday get us down. Alrighty, I have already done my skincare, so I am going to go ahead and put on my tinted moisturizer. I'm not sure if I haven't mentioned it much on this app. I've mentioned it on Facebook, but people that follow me know I am a consultant for Urban Retreat, and that is a company based in France. But they have offices in the UK. They use their products in spas in the UK. Well, last Monday morning, late Sunday night, last Monday morning, their distribution facility in the UK was destroyed in a fire. So now we are looking for a new facility. We're not going anywhere. It's just we're on pause right now. But these are the products that I'm using, the Urban Retreat products. They will be available in the future. Hopefully not too far down the road. Maybe, I'm going to say maybe by the beginning of summer. Maybe by the beginning of summer. Maybe by the beginning of summer. I do not want to make any false promises, but I'm not going anywhere because I absolutely love these products. This 3D corrector is my favorite, the tinted moisturizer. That you have to slow down to say that word, moisturizer. It is my absolute favorite because I can eliminate some steps when I'm using it. I do not have to put an underneath moisturizer on. I can skip that step in my skincare routine because this does everything that's supposed to. Now, I did put moisturizer on this morning because I was lazy yesterday and didn't even do my skincare routine once. Oops. But I was like, well, I'll just put, my skin might need an extra little boost this morning. So I did use moisturizer this morning besides this one. But Urban Retreat will be back, y'all. The CEO is keeping us up to date every single day. And you don't hear that very often. He comes and goes live or puts out a post and tells us personally about the updates and everything like that. So he reassures us we are going to come back bigger, we're going to come back better, we're going to come back stronger. So it's just we're on pause right now. And it was very, very disheartening to find that out, that our distribution facility had been destroyed and all that stuff, but things happen. We never can make, our plans can change in an instant. We might plan on getting the house clean in one weekend, and then one of your family members might need you. You know, you never know what's going to happen. So that's the thing about life. It keeps you on your toes, for sure. Like, I did not expect 2 or 3 weeks ago to wake up to my refrigerator being out and me having to throw away all those high dollar groceries, but they did. It did, and I had to go buy a new refrigerator and all that stuff. You never know. You never know. I am thankful and appreciative that I was able to go afford a new refrigerator and more groceries, because I know there's a lot of people that would have been absolutely devastating to them if they would have lost that. But we need to, it's all about perspective. All about perspective. All right. Since today is the official first day of spring, I am going to do some spring looking eyeshadow. This is the Funky Town palette. I was planning on ordering another eyeshadow palette, and then that happened, but we will come back and it will be better. Let me fix his hair. There will be products when I go live that aren't Urban Retreat, just because I have ran out of them. But as soon as it's up and running, I will be making a huge order. So, it's just temporary. It's just temporary. Alright. So, let me see here. I think I'm going to use this color for my outer crease color, because it is a little, I'm going to mix them actually, because I'm a color mixer. I like to mix colors together. I am going to put this right above my crease, right above it, and maybe a little in it. Give me just a second. All my beauty blenders, except this one, are dirty. I really need to clean some makeup brushes today. I think that's what I'm going to do today, this afternoon. Clean my makeup brushes. Because we get busy and we forget. It happens. Alright. Just putting these two shades, I'm mixing these two shades together for my upper crease here. And I have all out 90s on, because I love me some 90s music. A lot of people be like, well, you were born in 89. You don't really know a lot about the 90s. I remember the mid and late 90s. I was just a kid, but yes, I remember. It was like the best time ever. All the snacks we had back in the 90s. Oh my gosh. The snacks were so much better then than they are now. I mean, yeah, we didn't have Talkies. I mean, I don't eat Talkies anyways. My kids do, but I don't. We didn't have Talkies. We didn't have all the spicy chips and all that stuff. But, you know what? We had, I mean, I know Dunkaroos have made a comeback. We had Dunkaroos, but they were better in the 90s. I bought some when I saw them. And I tried them. I said, I don't remember. I know they had to be sweet because it's icing, essentially. But I don't remember them being that, like, disgustingly sweet whenever I ate them in the 90s. But maybe they were. Maybe my taste buds just changed as an adult. I do not know. But Dunkaroos, Surge, I mean, one of my favorite things growing up was whenever the ice cream, the paleta man, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to call him, would come around and with his little cart, and he'd have all like the Looney Tune ice creams. Oh my gosh. I always get Tweety Bird, always. I love, Bugs was my favorite, but Tweety Bird tasted better. So I would always get a Tweety Bird one. And I don't know if they still have them. I haven't seen the Paleta Man in a while, but maybe next time I see him, I need to run after him and chase him down and buy something from him. I just might do that. But the 90s just had better snacks. I remember Surge, and I know they still have Mellow Yellow, I think. But I'm not 100% sure. I'm trying to think here. Oh, I don't know if they still have the, you know, the fancy ice cream, Vanita or whatever. I had that one time and I thought I was something. Good morning, Georgia. I hope you had a good morning. Alright, I think I need to go a little bit deeper. Where is that brush? So, a little bit deeper over here. Let me use this brush. I think I need to use this brush. Yeah, the 90s were a special time. I mean, I think everybody thinks that about their childhood generation and everything, but it was special because we could go outside and play. I mean, I would ride my bike around the neighborhood. My kids, my oldest did that when he was younger, but all his friends lived in our neighborhood, like within a block of each other. So they would all meet up and they would be together. It'd be like a group of 5 or 6 of them. It's a lot harder to take one 11-year-old. I mean, a lot easier to take one 11-year-old than it is to take 5 or 6 of them. So I always told them, do not go anywhere by yourself, you know. And whenever they were together, they were fine. We just had, I would say, a Karen neighbor in the neighborhood, but he was a man, and his name is Mark. It's not like you know where I live or anything, so his name is Mark. And now I call male people that act like a Karen Marks because of him. He made that name for himself. But he would give them a problem, but not in a bad, like, he was just trying to get them in trouble with, because they would drive dirt bikes up and down the road, and that's what, it annoyed him. That's all he was trying to do, was try to shut that down. He wasn't like a predator or anything that I know of. You never know about people. Alright, I am going to use this color on my lid. I'm trying to be a little quick and do a quicker look this morning because I did start later than I wanted to this morning. I really did. But I am trying to push through this and get this done. Because it's the first day of spring. I have to wear my makeup. I just have to. Let's see. Saturday, us Urban Retreat ladies that were local, we did have one lady that flew in for it, but we had a training, a lunch and learn on Saturday, and I tell you what, getting together with your sisters and women that were going to build you up, I mean, and you get to have Mexican food on top of it. I mean, it was a great, great day. I mean, it was awesome. I hope we have more of those in the future. It was a very, very great day. And we learned a lot of stuff. We motivated each other, even though we're not operating like we were right now. That doesn't mean we can't prepare for the future in some way. I know I'm kind of contradicting myself about your plans can be uprooted in a blink of an eye, but that doesn't mean you can't plan. It just means you need to have it in the back of your mind or somewhere in your mind that if something does go bad and doesn't go the way you planned it, then maybe you need to just have that preparation that you're going to be okay with it. You're going to bounce right back and you're going to be okay. That's what I mean. Because it's not bad to plan. It's actually really good to plan. We just need to be okay with if our plans don't go the way that we expect them to, because they can change. I mean, look at the last 4 years, 3.5, 4 years. I mean, if that doesn't tell you anything about how plans go, I don't know what would. I'm sure a lot of us had a lot of plans for 2020. I'm sure we did. And we all know how that went. So, just gotta roll with, what is it? Roll with the punches, or go with the flow, whatever. I'm not good at these sayings, guys. I never get them right. I'm like the horse ate cabbage. I'm like, what? People are like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you know what I'm talking about. The horse that ate cabbage. And yes, I am from East Texas. I have a very thick accent, if anybody wants to know. I say y'all a lot. I do not say you all, or I say y'all. But I try to be as uplifting and as motivating as I can to my friends and the people that need me. It doesn't even have to be my friends. If we just met and you asked me to pray for you, if you asked me to keep you in my thoughts, of course, I'm going to be there for you. That's just how I am. I can't be any other way. Because we all need some encouragement and some help along the way. None of us could do this life alone. We couldn't. People try and say that they are independent, and that's good to be independent. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's not wrong to ask for help. I know, I just babble. One topic will come in my head, the next topic will come in my head, and then you're like, what the hell is she talking about? That's me. Random. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's not super close to me, but it's not super far away either. I probably haven't been there in a long time. But I've been there. It's probably been a while, though. I don't really leave my town much. I really don't. I'm always so busy with the kids doing stuff. And the only time I leave town is if they have a sporting event out of town. Or to go clothes shopping or something for school, because we don't have many choices around here. But I figured you probably went fishing there, because it's a good Lake of the Pines and all that stuff is down there, I think. I may be wrong, but I might be thinking somewhere else. But I know it's a good spot for fishing. That's what I do know. I am planning, though, to take we are going to go have a vacation once my husband gets done. He's working a lot of Saturdays right now, so we can't really plan. He just started this job like 2 months ago, so he's trying to not call off very much right now. So he hasn't at all yet, so I think I need to put a little bit more of this color right here. Oh, every time more. I don't care about that. And I think I may need to put a little bit, just a tad bit of this unbelievable. Okay. But it was a great Saturday. It was a great Saturday. Oh, well, thank you. Sometimes I feel like I make it look like a hot mess express, but thank you. That makes me feel good. Thank you for that encouragement. I just plop it on sometimes and hope for the best. Alright, now I'm going to contour. I think I'm going to use my illumination palette for a contour today and use the bronzer for contour. I do that sometimes. And I think if I have to stretch out my Urban Retreat makeup for a minute. And if you can see my contour, I've got to be sparing with it. which I have other contour to use. So if I do happen to run out, I have other brands I can use. I have like 2 other brands. I have so much. I had to give away some of my my eyeshadow palettes. I had too many. But now I was going to order me another one, but I just wanted more Urban Retreat stuff. I'm going to put this right here. I have a lot of baby hair. I've been using the Urban Retreat shampoo and conditioner duo for about 2 months, and a lot of my hair that wasn't growing is starting to grow. It inhibits DHT, which helps keep what hair you have and doesn't make you lose anything else. Makes you keep what you have. So I think, and it promotes new growth, so I have a lot of new growth. Yes, Buc-ee's is the best, isn't it? I'm wearing my spring-summer Buc-ee's shirt. I really need to go get me a new one. We have one about a little bit over an hour from us. Every time we head that way towards Dallas, we always stop at Buc-ee's. It's a must. It's a must stop. Sometimes we don't even stop till we get there. But they have really the cleanest restrooms. So we always try to keep hold it in, I guess you could say, until we get to Buc-ee's. Because they have clean restrooms. But Buc-ee's is the best. If you've never been to a Buc-ee's, you need to. If you have the opportunity to go, you need to go. If you were driving by one, stop, because Buc-ee's is the best. Plan your trip. Look up if there's Buc-ee's on your route and plan to stop there. That's a good idea. And I think, I'm not 100% sure, I think Louisiana either has one or is getting one. I'm not 100% sure on that. We're not the only state that has them anymore, which for Buc-ee's business plan, it wouldn't have been very good if they didn't expand. I do not blame them for expanding at all. I'm sure there's some Texans that are bitter about it because there are those people like that, but they'll get over it. It's the Urban Retreat Capille Hair shampoo and conditioner. When I get off of here, I can send it to you. It is not available right now because of our distribution center being destroyed by a fire, but it will be in the near future. Because we are coming back. A fire is not going to stop us. It's just putting us on pause for a minute. I don't know what that was. Heard a noise. Do you like this? Oh, sorry guys. This is one of those songs that makes you want to have a whole performance to it. I don't know what that was. It must have been, must be live for 2 days. I don't know. It must. Maybe it's just alerting me of like some new contest or something. I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, sorry. I missed my cue. I'm gonna put a little bit more of this bronzer like right in here, since I'm ahead of schedule. Go and it's all coming back to me. And this is another Urban Retreat, not the cup, but what's in it. It's called Hydra Slim Plus. It helps with bloating, slimming down. You sip this throughout your day. You add 10 milliliters to your water, to your 16 ounces of water, and you sip it throughout the day. Usually I drink it in like 2 hours. It's fine. It helps with cravings. It helps with bloating, and it gives you energy, like natural energy. You don't feel jittery and all that stuff. And it doesn't have a bad taste. Tastes like some unsweet tea. I mean, I'm not a big fan of unsweet tea, but I can tolerate it. And for what it does for me, sign me up, because it is amazing. I've been drinking it for about 2 weeks. No, maybe 10 days. And I have noticed a huge difference in my energy levels and my bloating and all that stuff. It's a bummer I'm going to run out, but I'll get some when we come back up. It'll be all right. I'm going to blend this out a little bit more here at the top. Yeah, I don't have an Alexa. I had like Google Nest or something one time, and I didn't like it because I never could get it to work right. So I just said, I'll just ask Siri if I need something. My son has an Alexa that his girlfriend gave him. But in his room, but I really don't need one, because if I have a question, I'll just ask Siri. But I do have an Alexa on my Fire Stick, but I have to hold down a button to. Well, no, you know what? I don't have my Fire Stick anymore. Never mind. Coming back. I'll put a little bit right there. Celine's so dramatic, isn't she? Have y'all ever watched the Ariana Grande, like her Wheel of Impressions on YouTube? Oh my gosh. Like, she can imitate anybody. Celine, though, she can imitate her like perfectly. Like, Celine could probably go out and lip sync, and Ariana Grande do the vocals, and nobody would know the difference. Or they're like, dang, Celine, she sounded like she used to back in her 30s, 20s and 30s. Ariana Grande, I mean, there's no denying she is talented. I mean, it might not be your cup of tea, but she is still talented. Like, this is me random again, just babbling about something that popped up in my mind. Let me blend that. I think my favorite thing about this 3D corrector is how natural it looks. It doesn't look like I have a lot of caked up on makeup. That's what I like about it. It doesn't look heavy. Sometimes I forget I'm wearing this makeup, honestly. Which can be a good thing. It can be a bad thing, because sometimes I'll... And there my eyeshadow is on the side of my face. But I rarely do that. Alright. Now I need to do my... I think I'm going to put some powder on under my eyes today. This helps brighten up. This powder in this contour palette just helps brighten up your under eyes and anywhere you want to be brightened up a little bit. And it sets your product under your eyes or wherever. It sets it. But I don't always use this, but to this morning I think I'm going to. I don't think well, I guess That means I'm very healthy then. I need to blend this a little bit more. I saw it up close and I'm like, oh, I need to blend that. Little bit more, see. I'm like that with my makeup sometimes too, though. I'm all over the place. Alright, I'm going to use this brush right here and just... And I know a lot of people have heard about the... And a lot of people have been talking about the ban, the TikTok ban. I'm hoping and praying that doesn't happen because, in my opinion, and in my fair opinion, it's just some opinion of a lady on TikTok. I think there's more important issues that need to be handled than an app that brings people together. Because I will tell you this, I have had more positive reinforcements on TikTok than I've had on Instagram and Facebook combined. So I do not have this. I do not understand. I don't understand it because it's just like this app has changed a lot of people's life. I know people probably think that's a little dramatic, but I see it daily for people. I see how it helps people. It helps people get out of their comfort zone, helps people connect with people, especially when the world was shut down and all that stuff. So I just hope that it doesn't happen because this app really does bring people together. And let's be honest, they probably already all have our information way before we signed up for TikTok. Let's be real. Let's be real. Because some of them plots to the movies just don't come up by themselves, you know. They do mimic somewhat of real life. I love me some Matchbox 20. Love Rob Thomas. Crazy, crazy. I do wish that, I do wish I would have stocked up on some stuff, though, with Urban Retreat, but hindsight's 20/20. Oh, well, thank you. I tried to be. There's no need to be negative. I'm trying to instill that in my kids. They get so upset about stuff, but maybe baby steps. I can only do so much at a time. I think maybe being back at school today, maybe they'll be in a better mood. They'll be around their friends today. Maybe. Or give them more structure is what I meant. Give them more structure. But, I don't know. Kids are just different these days. They really are. I like to add a darker shade to the outer bottom line, and then put the lighter color on the inside. I just like the way it looks better. And then I will get a little brush. Where's that brush? I put it back in here and lose it. And then I get this brush right here, and I will blend them all together. Alright, and then I have no idea where that brush is, so I will just use the end of this brush and use this light color that I put on the corner of my inner corner and just put some right there. Today, it's not really my first official day. It'll be my first official full day. If you follow me, you know I am my grandmother's caregiver. That's what I do. Besides being a consultant for Urban Retreat and being obsessed with makeup and true crime and all that stuff, I switched companies. I'm no longer with the home health agency that I was with. She has gone another way because the home health company, I'm not going to name names, they were not holding up their end of the deal. And I had been with them almost 8 years. She had been with them almost 8 years. And when I called them to ask them a question the other day, they told me that they told me they were a different company. Like they said, da-da-da-da-da, now known as, and I'm like, they didn't even call and tell me that they have a different name. Or her. That's what bothered me whenever I called them. I'm like, it was lack of communication on their part, because they never called me to tell me anything, honestly. Never. Like, I think when I got COVID back in 2020, the beginning of 2021, when it was still pretty, you know, people were still kind of panicking about it. So I was not allowed to go to work, of course, which I wouldn't have gone to work to expose her in a heart at all. But I went and got tested and all that stuff. But then I had to call them. Then the health department called me. I mean, it was at that level. The health department still called you and asked where you had been and all that stuff. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I've been to the grocery store. I know that. I've been to her apartment. But I said, I think other than that, that's all I've been. And they were saying, well, who did you come in contact with at the grocery store? I said, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to tell you that because I can't remember. But they said, okay, well, that's fine, whatever. They moved on. But it's whenever you still got unemployment if you tested positive for COVID. That's whenever I got it. And I think that was the most I ever was in contact with them the whole time I was employed with them. If that tells you anything. And that was 2 years ago. And they were staying in contact with me all the time during that time, but I don't understand it. But that's just not how I operate. Like, I just couldn't. I got to keep people in the loop. Gots to do it. Alright, got my blush on. Where is that brush? Now I gotta do my highlighter. I'm gonna use this light color right here, maybe. Yeah. I'm doing more of a subtle pink today. I have done bright pink eyeshadows, and I'll tell you, like, many times. I tell you, it is so hard to get off a bright pink eyeshadow. That's when I prime my eyes. I don't always prime them on neutral colors and everything, but on bright colors, I do, because I do not want my eyelids stained. That is the point of eyeshadow primer. You can use concealer as an eyeshadow primer. You do not have to. Just depends on what works better for you. Try both out and see. I have both. I have concealer and I have eyeshadow primer. And it doesn't really matter on me. I can use either or, but I know for some people it's different. But it helps show the pigment. It helps bring out the pigment. You can actually, you know, it makes it pop, I guess you could say. Makes your eyeshadow not stain your eyelid and all the things. My little tool shop. Put a little bit of highlighter right there. And then I need to brush these eyebrows, comb these eyebrows down. And then we will do eyeliner and mascara. I'm a model, you know what I mean. My little turn on the catwalk. The catwalk. Catwalk, yeah. My little. Okay, I think I need to do something real quick. Where's that brush? Oh, well, thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. I am a power tapper. When I go watch a live of somebody that I really love and support, I will literally, the other day, I did my record. I gave somebody 2.1K likes in a row consecutively. I am one of those people. Especially, I like to watch DJs because I love music. And I feel like whenever I'm jamming out and hitting like, it's kind of like a process. It's kind of like getting into the groove and, you know, being part of the party. Oh yeah, I'm using a white eyeliner because it is spring now. Happy spring, everybody. Seasonal depression, maybe it is over now. I never really understood what people meant by seasonal depression until this winter. I got a little dose of it in December. And I'm so happy that it was very short-lived, because it's not fun, and I'm sorry if you have to deal with that, because it's not fun. I'm gonna put a little bit more of this, like right in here. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna use my Urban Retreat Skyscraper mascara. That eyeliner was not Urban Retreat. It's from my last company. I don't like to say the name, but you could always go scroll in my TikToks to the end of my older ones and find out. There's some products I still use of theirs though. And look at that, look at this mascara, y'all. It is super lightweight too. And I haven't taken collagen in a few weeks. And so my eyelashes were growing pretty dang good when I was taking my collagen. They got pretty long, but I ran out and I was gonna order some, but you know, things happen for a reason. I'm trying to tell myself that on this situation, and we'll be back and running in no time. But a little fun fact about me, I think the least favorite part of doing my makeup is doing mascara. I do not know why. It's my least favorite thing to do. And now let's figure out what lips color I'm gonna do. I wonder where my lipstick went. Oh, there it is. I'm not sure. Maybe I will use my lipstick actually today. Yes, the situation with Urban Retreat. Yeah, I think I'm just going to wear my lipstick today. I think this lip liner will work better. And the cool thing about this new company that I'm working with for my grandmother is I can clock in from an app now. I don't have to clock in at her house. Like, I can go, like, if she needs me to go to the store before I go to her her house, then I can go clock in from the store, the parking lot of the store. Isn't that just, it's neat. I was like, I didn't know we could do that. But technology is changing day by day, second by second, actually. So, if you would have told me when I was a kid that my mom could send me money through the phone instantly, I would have been like, what? You're crazy. And now I'm doing it for my kid. These teenagers are expensive. I tell you, as soon as they get cars, it's a whole nother ball game of expensive. And I'm just looking at it and like, oh my gosh, I have twins that are 10 years old, 10-year-old boys. And I just think about when they both turn 16, I'm going to have to buy 2 of everything. So they're probably not going to, they're probably going to be getting some good gas mileage, basic cars. Which my first car was a 99 Toyota Corolla. Loved that car. I had it forever. But then I had a wreck in it. And somebody got it fixed though. I used to see it around here quite often. I haven't seen it in a while. So it might be out of commission now. But I absolutely loved that car. Which, it was kind of new at the time, I guess, because I got my license in late 2005 or early 2006. I can't really remember. I know it was probably early 2006. Maybe, I don't know. I can't really remember. It was right before I turned 17. I didn't get my license when I turned 16. I was almost 17. So, yeah. So, that time the car was only like 6-7 years old. So, I guess it was a pretty decent car for them. But I was also pregnant with my first child when I got my license. Just think about that. I was pregnant with my first child. So I kind of needed something more reliable. Everybody always tells me, you don't look like you, because my son will be 17 in May. He'll be 17 in May, and people are like, you don't look like you have a 17-year-old. I'm like, yeah, because I had him when I was 17. I'm like, that's why I try to keep him. I'm trying to keep up with what he's doing, but not be too nosy at the same time, because I really want him to have a childhood and get to experience going off to college, having that experience and all that stuff. I don't want him having the same childhood as I did. We all want better for our kids. Am I right? No, they don't. They really do not appreciate reliability in cars. My son he actually does he has a Honda Civic. He has a 2007 Honda Civic. And I mean, it's almost as old as he is. It's like a year newer than, than he was born. It's like a year younger than him. And he appreciates his car quite a bit. He really does. He cleans it out. He loves the fact that he can put $20 in gas and have 2 or 3 weeks worth of gas. And I love that fact too, that I only have to give him like $30 of gas money a month. Yes, he appreciates it, but he also had to get a 2-door. I think if he would have had a 4-door, he probably would have been fussy about it, but we were just appreciative more back in the day than. I think I'm going to put, from this lipstick palette, I think I'm going to put some of this glitter shade on over this, since it is the first day in spring and all. Let's get some sparklies going here. Yes, we multiply. The fat lady sing. Go, uh-oh, chicka, chicka, ching, ching. I love this song. I actually did a TikTok to it. Thank you so much for all the likes. It is very, very much appreciated. Because I know how tired that thumb gets. I've been there. I figured out how to auto tap. There's a video on YouTube that will teach you, but I don't like the way it changes the settings in my phone as much, because once you start auto tapping, you can't do anything else on your phone. So I was like, I don't really think I like this too much. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I'm going to get off here and go finish getting ready and do something with my life. Oh, no problem. I'll try to come back live more often. I usually only get about one weekend, but last week was spring break, so I should be able to come live at least another time this week. But I love you all. Like I always say whenever I sign off here, if no one else tells you, I'm going to tell you, you are beautiful and you are worth it. Have a great rest of your day and a great week.